secretly they were afraid of coming out of the comfort zone of being who they are, because it would be devastated for them to have to admit to the truth that I was wrong. The way I lived my life, the way I interacted with people, the way I treated you, it would shatter the illusion, because they would have to admit to defeat, and they would have to admit that they are wrong. They have convinced themselves that it was everybody else but them. Everybody else is the aggressor, the antagonist, and I'm the victim. Them having to face themselves would require them to be honest and to tell the truth, which could be very embarrassing to this person. Is going to be your November 2020 Love Taroscope reading. This is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Major astrology for you guys. We had a new moon yesterday on the 14th. I'm sorry, the 15th. On the 15th, depending on where you are in the world, 15th. And on the 21st, Venus is going to go direct. Have a partial lunar eclipse at the end of the month. Supercharged energies. What I'm going to do is pull a Moonology card to get your overall message. And then I'm going to pull some tarot. We're going to do some clarifying and just see what Spirit wants to tell you guys, okay? I'm going to be giving this reading tour in the perspective of Capricorn. So if you're cross-watching and you're watching for a Capricorn or someone with Capricorn in their chart, you may need to switch the roles, okay? I may pick up on your person's energy, even if you are a Capricorn. If you feel like I'm talking about your person, just reverse, okay? This is general. This may not apply to everyone. So let's get started. Thank you so much for all the support. Your views are low, this month. Hopefully we can... Well, I can't really blame that on you guys because I haven't been posting as much last month. Though you guys did come in. I think you guys came in fourth place. I gotta double check. But I am going to be next month doing a contest for the people that have the most views. Okay, I've already posted a bonus for Sag. You guys came out a lot in the Sag reading, so I don't know if you guys are dealing with a Sagittarius or you guys could just be cuspers, but. Let's get those views up, but I do appreciate you guys for joining and watching. All right, first message for their highest and holiest good. Highest and holiest good of everybody involved in this situation. Yeah, you're in contemplation mode over something. We have new moon and Pisces. Contemplation. Show the world the real you. You're contemplating about revealing something, maybe revealing yourself. Let's get two more messages. Two more messages for our beautiful Capricorns. Okay, they gave me three more. A fiery climax approaches. We have full moon in Aries. Okay, and then we have a time for healing, balsamic moon. And then we have step out of your comfort zone. Lots of purple here. So we have blue and red. Yeah, you're thinking about something and it's about communication. Yeah, a new romantic cycle. Look at all this purple. I feel like enlightenment. Someone that you're connecting to maybe. Crown chakra is being activated here in regards to a situation, being in clarity. Because you're contemplating here and I feel like all this purple is about clarity on how you're going to proceed forward. Wow, you and your loved ones are safe with new moon in Cancer. So we have a new moon, a new beginning, and for this new beginning to take place, I feel like there's some seeds that were planted, some intentions that were made, wishes, and then I feel like there's a harvest or something's going to come into fruition. But you're thinking about what you really want, what you really need. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Pisces, some of you guys could be dealing with an Aries, or you have a Pisces North Node, or Aries North Node, or a Capricorn North Node, or a Libra North Node, okay? So let's see what's happening for you guys. Meditate and contemplate. Yeah. You're thinking about, I was like, for me, I feel like this is someone's head being in the clouds, or this is imagination, daydreaming, or thinking about something. But messages. I feel like you're getting divine messages during meditation. It's in regards to making a decision to separate or to leave somebody. You could be a Pisces with a lot of Capricorn in your chart. We have an apology. We have forgiveness at the bottom. Somebody wants to send you a message, but they're afraid of coming out of their comfort zone. That's what I see here. I feel like I need to do this. And what was this? What's the time for healing? We got air. Ooh, and we got third party at the bottom. Some of you guys are dealing with an air sign, or there's an air sign third party involved in this situation. You could be dealing with an air sign that has a third party. This is someone contemplating about separating from someone. Okay, you may be getting messages in your dreams in regards to the situation. Okay, yeah, we got rebirth, winter. This is definitely stalemate energy. There it is. Okay, so what that means is that you're in separation. You're with somebody, or somebody's in a relationship that's stale. Or someone is avoiding you, or you're avoiding someone. And it's creating a stalemate situation where a relationship is kind of stuck, can't really move forward. It's not advancing into a higher level of commitment. Or if it was at a higher level of commitment, it's almost like people are losing interest. There's no more passion there. But I feel like there's a stalemate situation here. Someone's thinking about a rebirth. Someone wants to initiate something new, wants to put an end to an old cycle. And they're contemplating about communicating. Now, Pisces, right, is all about the subconscious mind. Someone is daydreaming. This is super Piscean, right? Dreams. So this is appropriate. But this could also be illusions. Why is whatever is holding this person back? Because, Pisces, the 12th house is the house of undoing. It's someone may be fearing an outcome, because we see that comfort zone has been shown here twice, but it's based off of illusions, delusional thinking, delusional thoughts. Or maybe someone thinks that something's far-fetched or something's unattainable, right? It's just a dream, right? I have this dream. I'm imagining myself being with this particular person, but I don't know if I can actually have them. It's something like that. It's too risky. A fiery climax approaches. And the climax is that there is some sort of separation here. I want to clarify it, though. Clarify. I'm burning frankincense and myrrh. It smells so good. I don't know if you can see the smoke coming out of my cauldron. But I have it on a piece of coal. And it smells really good. Let's see. Clarify separation. Yeah. We have control. Someone's trying to control an outcome. I'm definitely feeling that. I feel like someone is hesitating, not speaking up just yet, kind of waiting, pondering, thinking, not sure how to make a move. This could be leaving a relationship behind that just doesn't feel right anymore. You're not happy, maybe. And this could be somebody else that you're connecting to. Ooh. Speaking of Aries, Mother of Wands, some of you guys could be connecting to an Aries. You could be an Aries watching. It's upright. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse, though. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, there's that climax, right? There's that climax, the Wheel of Fortune. How is the wheel going to spin, right? Or is it going to spin in your favor? It's really pretty much what you're contemplating. Six of Wands in reverse, and the Five of Cups. Wow. There's definitely going to be some loss here. Someone is regretting. Someone is in an energy of crying over spilled milk. Heartbroken, almost. Well, not even almost. Really, pretty much heartbroken. Or will be, at least. I feel like whoever initiates this decision knows that they're going to hurt somebody, or it's going to be painful. But you're being... Who is this Mother of Wands here? Okay, because we do have third party. We have the Mother of Wands, which can be an air sign, doesn't have to be. You know, she's about courage, confidence. You know, she could be another woman, you know, sometimes. Now, if this is you, you know, she's here protecting her eggs. Like, she's sitting on her eggs. There's a nest here. And this is very valuable to her. I feel like you're protecting yourself. Now, I'm not sure because, you know, I know that snakes do lay eggs. I'm not particularly sure of the species of this snake. It looks like a constrictor. I'm not sure if this particular species lays eggs. I'm saying I'm not sure because I'm not sure if this snake is on top of another nest that doesn't belong to it. Right? Because snakes eat eggs. They swallow them whole. Did she find another nest and she is trying to take over somebody else's eggs? I'm sorry. I'm just noticing that. What's the role that this Mother of Wands play in this storyline? Freedom. Someone feels smothered. Someone wants to be freed from their past. Free from lack, free from suffering. That's why you're looking at this Wheel of Fortune. You're contemplating on a decision. You're trying to make a calculated move, or you're trying to get enough courage to leave something behind, although you know that leaving it will leave you feeling hurt, right? Having to abandon something or maybe someone, you know that someone's going to get hurt, or you may get hurt. This may hurt you, right? But it's going to require you to have courage. It's going to require you to take on the energy of the Queen of Wands. It's going to require you to put yourself first. Protect yourself, right? Protect what's most important to you, which is, you know, your own inner peace. Because we're seeing suffering. We're seeing an Ace of Cups in reverse, the Six of Wands. Some sort of, failure, or this perception of failure. Someone doesn't feel like they can have something. Someone feels like something is unrequited. Our offer is being rejected. I feel like if this is someone else, this person's afraid of leaving behind a marriage or a relationship with somebody else, and because they're fearing that if they come towards you, it's just going to be futile, because they may get rejected by you, because you're in the Queen of Wands. You know your worth, you know your value. You are not waiting around for someone to decide about how they're going to proceed with you. You're going to make that decision for this person. Yeah, we have stability. Someone doesn't want to come towards you because they're afraid that it may not financially make sense to them. This person could just be focused on financially. What are the consequences of this decision? How does it affect me financially? So if you're tied to someone in a relationship, it's feasible to ponder about those type of things, right? Especially if you share, you guys have shared assets, especially if you have children. I feel like someone here may be protecting her children, her nest, her home, her assets, the things that are valuable. He or she, I should say. I keep forgetting that men watch me too. I always speak as if I'm speaking to a feminine energy, but it's because most of my audience are female. But for men out there too, you could be thinking, pondering about making a decision, and you're thinking about, well, how does this affect me financially? If I decide to go ahead and separate, I'm going to have to, I have to separate assets. Divorce fees, costs, lawyers, selling a home, right? How do we do this? Who gets the house? Who gets the dog? A lot of things are being pondered here. However, whatever these things are, it is preventing someone from taking a leap of faith, even though there's an opportunity being presented with the Wheel of Fortune. Now, something is divinely guided, or something, there's some sort of timing divine timing. But someone has to relinquish control here. Because this energy is super heavy. Ace of Cups in reverse, Six of Wands, and the Five of Cups. Very heavy energy. Heartbreak, the disappointment. What is this, though? What's those three cards about? Ace of Cups, Six of Wands in reverse, and then the Five of Cups. We have feminine. Yeah, as I was just talking about feminine energy, I feel like you are needing to see this from a completely different perspective. We have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So you could be a water sign, and I did see strong Piscean energy coming through. I feel like this is what you're used to. I think that the illusions that are coming up, or that 12th house energy, subconscious house of self-undoing and, fears. And as I look at my phone, a message popped up at 1211. I always take note, because when I see numbers ending in 11, it's a spiritual message for me. But you guys look up angel number 1211 when you get a chance. With 12th house energy, I feel drawn to kind of focus on the 12th house a little bit, because this might be very important to someone, because someone here is experiencing or is repeating cycles of constant lack, disappointment, or some sort of failure when it comes to an emotional endeavor, such as a relationship or some sort of emotional. It's almost like every time you open up your heart, you end up getting heartbroken. Every time you take a risk, it just doesn't work out for you. And this has been some sort of repeating cycle for you. So you are very cautious when it comes to taking risk, taking a leap of faith, because in the past it didn't work out for you. In the past, you failed. This is a perception, though, right? You're still crying over spilled milk. This suffering, and we have it here. This is why this card is here. What you're really freeing yourself from is the past. It is this, you being used to this, right? Because the universe doesn't want you to be used to unrequited love, heartbreak, rejection, pain, suffering, failure, and relationships, regret. No, that's not where the universe wants you to have your focus on, because you can't manifest from that. This will keep inviting more lessons for you. So you're needing to let go of some sort of heaviness, burden from the past. So the Wheel of Fortune is your opportunity to have a clean slate, a new beginning. But you're needing to have a breakthrough. And the breakthrough here is that, the universe is saying, we want to bring in an opportunity for you. You are your person, I should say, okay? But you have to relinquish control. You need to stop holding on to some sort of perception that doesn't serve you. Come out of your comfort zone. The comfort is you being comfortable with being a brokenhearted girl. You being comfortable with being the rejected person, or I always get the short end of the stick person, right? I always get taken advantage of person, or, I always get cheated on person, or I'm always put in a third party person. No. I'm always accepting less than I deserve. No. Hello. No. So you are meant to see it from a different perspective. You have your breakthrough moment is that you're going to get rid of this or these illusions. That's why this is here. This is what you're contemplating. This is inner work, right? 12th house Pisces, ruled by Neptune. Neptune is showing you the darker aspects, right, of your subconscious mind. And it's wanting you to have the strength and courage to overcome these limited fears and illusions that keep you from experiencing the best possible outcome in love, in relationship, in life in general. Being able to live a stable life that is conducive to your own soul's evolution. I feel like there's a lot of sabotaging here. Now, as it relates to somebody else, this person may need to have a breakthrough about another feminine. This feminine may be showing this person a lot of illusions, okay? Or this person is creating illusions surrounding a relationship with somebody else, okay? But the 12th house, I really want to look at that real quick. It is about your subconscious, your actual dreams, and your nightmares. What would be your biggest nightmare, Capricorn? I think it would be repeating a cycle of you getting heartbroken again, being rejected again, right? Again, universe. Another heartbreak, another disappointment in love. I feel like that is the fear. Again and again and again. I keep hearing again. I can't do another one. I can't go through this again. I can't do this again. I can't get my heart broken again. I can't open my heart ever again. I can't ever love again. I can't ever do that to myself or allow someone to do that to me again, right? Something like that. Heavy. But it governs your karma, your self-undoing, and the soul's growth that results from our undoing, right? The undoing of self is what is triggering this growth within you. It's what is bringing you to your breakdown to the breakthrough. Something has broken you down to your very core. You have been exposed, right? What do you see? Right? What do you see when you look in the mirror? Because I feel like it's not even about exposing yourself to the world, but to you. The parts of yourself that you've been hiding, right? In that 12th house energy. And I feel strongly, in my hearts of hearts, and you are getting tired of this repetitive cycle of having to undo yourself, put yourself back together again. Undo yourself and put yourself back together again. Every time you have a breakthrough, boom, something happens and you go back into the spiraling of suffering and having to put yourself back together again. Something you wanted, something that was a dream come true for you, something that felt like a dream. You wanted it so badly. You thought it was an opportunity for you to break a cycle. And then, boom, something happens and you realize that your dream is shattered. You realize that it was based off of illusions, right? That is the epiphany. And again, back into that cycle of having to put yourself back together again. Something was removed, taken away, or you had to release something that was of value to you. And you feel so regretful that you had to release it. But for your highest and holiest good, you have an awareness that the only way you can have what you want is by taking a risk and moving into a whole different direction. Am I talking to Capricorn or am I talking to Pisces? Okay, but I definitely feel, okay, that this is going to highlight your hidden strengths. Queen of Wands. And your strength is the fact that you could put yourself back together again, baby. Oops. Okay, so your strength, let me try that again. Your strength is the fact that you can put yourself back together again. And with all the experience you have of being undone and having to put yourself back together again, you know how to protect the parts of you that are most valuable. Let's move on into time for healing. There's a climax. And your key phrase is, I believe, right? Well, the Piscean key phrase, but I feel like it is about what you believe to be true for you. So let's look a little bit deeper. I like that. I like that shit. I'm going to keep this opportunity in the seed, a new opportunity to plant a new seed out. I'm going to put the Queen of Wands back in. She could be you, right? You could be an Aries, because Aries, and it's so interesting because the Queen of Wands is actually Aries and Pisces. Very interesting. Okay. Very interesting energy. Ooh. Wow. We got the Queen of Cups. Lots of water. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Your heart, I'm hearing your heart is so precious. is immeasurable, right? The abundance that you hold in your heart is immeasurable. We have Virgo energy with the Hermit in reverse. Illumination. Illumination. With heaviness, something has to be released. This could be a chip off of your shoulder, the past, you know, the struggles of the past that you've held on to like a badge of honor, right? Because in the original Rider-Waite tarot deck, we have a man that's leaning against a wand or a stick, and he's battle-ridden, he's bruised, and he's been through a lot, but he's still holding on, not giving up. And somehow you have been I was going to say, somehow you have allowed yourself to let these experiences or circumstances to make you feel defeated, right? What is the phrase? You have something defeat. It was at the tip of my tongue, but I couldn't catch it. Admitted defeat, I guess, is what they were trying to say. Admit defeat, yeah. Or you had to admit defeat, to admit that one has been defeated. And the importance of this is, instead of dwelling on what went wrong, Capricorn, try to focus your attention on what you can do right next time. Yeah. Admit defeat. Admit that this didn't go the way you wanted. It was not meant to. Right? Maybe you were going about it the wrong way. Maybe you were repeating that cycle of that self-sabotaging, having to undo and put yourself back together again. It's a learning experience. So you have to remind yourself that this too shall pass, right? Whatever you're going through, because I feel like there's a lot of emotions. We did see the Ace of Cups reverse with the Six of Wands, right? Reverse, and with the Five of Cups, you've experienced some sort of loss. You feel like you got the short end of the stick as per usual. However, how can we turn that perception around? Because this Neptune energy is the perception that needs to be changed. What is creating this illusion in your mind that keeps you stuck in this loop or on a hamster wheel of going nowhere, right? Just going around and around in circles. Spirit is saying we want to change that for you. We want to invite you to be open to something brand new, a new perception, a new concept when it comes to love, relationships, or just about yourself. How you show up in life, how you give love and how you receive love, right? Are you capable of giving and receiving, or are you just doing one or the other? Are you doing a lot of receiving, or are you doing a lot of giving, right? Try to let go of what you cannot change and do your best to be respectful towards whomever or whatever has defeated you. Damn. Okay, let's see. This could be your person now. A cycle's coming to an end, and it feels forced. It feels like, yeah, the universe is saying, yeah, we are trying to get you to let go. We don't want you to keep repeating this cycle of always getting your heart broken. Like, come on. We're tired of hearing you cry. You are stronger than you realize, baby. You can have what you want. Okay, but you got to believe in yourself. Two of Wands, the Hierophant in the Tower. Ooh, there's that lesson that needs to be learned. You know, I did see the Page of Pentacles in reverse. There it is at the bottom. What is happening is somebody in this situation hasn't learned the lesson. They keep repeating the lesson over and over, but they're not learning the lesson because they don't want to. It's almost like a refusal to learn. Two of Wands, because someone is just afraid of change. Someone just doesn't feel safe. They want to stay in their comfort zone. But the universe is saying, listen, there is a new romantic cycle here, and you are safe. Huh? You're safe. Hold your vision. Hold your vision. I hope you don't mind the humor. It's just humor, okay? Just trying to lighten up the mood. You're safe, okay? But you are in this reflective mode, and you know the moon is about reflecting. And with that first card being Piscean energy, it's so appropriate that this is coming out, because that is what you have been doing, or you've been forced to do. Hey, I'm messing up my new cards. That's what you've been forced to do, to reflect. What are you projecting onto others? What are these fears? What are these fears and expectations that you project onto other people? Or what has been projected onto you? What expectations? Okay. We have Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. This could be a masculine, someone rising. Or this is a masculine wanting to come in with this Ace of Wands energy. I feel very strongly that this energy is going to require patience, because I feel like with this Ace of Wands, it kind of feels like it's a delay, because I'm still seeing that this Two of Wands here is going to require someone to stop resisting change. Stop resisting the authority of the universe. Stop trying to control. I feel like the universe is trying to, supersede something that you've decided for yourself, because whatever you've decided for yourself is not going to work. It is not going to work for you, because it's the same shit that you always fucking do. Get out your comfort zone. We need you to do something different. Okay, we need you to do something different. And I could be talking to your masculine, because this could be this masculine always doing the same shit. And the universe is saying, no, that's not going to work anymore for you. Boom. Let me show you. Let me show you who's really in control. Bam. So this could either be this person needing to sever a soul tie, or this could be about a reunion. Definitely seeing spiritual assistance here. Okay, superseding some sort of decision that or some sort of, it's like in this defeatist attitude, you've resigned, you've accepted your lot. But it's almost like whatever you've accepted is not really what was meant for you. You were destined to have something better, bigger, extravagant, a love that supersedes what you've settled for. It's almost like you're settling to just keep going, or going down a path that just doesn't serve you, or settling for just living your life in autopilot, doing the same old, like just your regularly scheduled program, same boring day in, day out routine. Something has to give. And if this is your person that keeps letting external factors intervene in what is meant for this particular connection, the universe is going to come in and say, we can transcend that decision you made. And we supersede that. We're in control, not you. Right? You signed, okay. You signed up to come down here to do something. You need to fulfill your contract, your duties. So I'm going to leave this because this is very interesting. So some of you guys are connecting to a fire sign, Capricorn, and you may need to divorce this fire sign. You may not want to. Okay, Sagittarius. Okay, I told y'all was showing up in Sagittarius reading, and I definitely see you. You are in a marriage that doesn't make you feel happy anymore, doesn't fulfill you, but you're holding on to it almost to prove a point. Clarify Hierophant in reverse in the Tower. You're resisting. Yeah, you're resisting. The universe is trying to tell you and your higher self that, listen, if you don't make this the proper decision for yourself, or you don't break this cycle of staying in this situation, this repetitive cycle, we're going to supersede you and your free will that you think you got. I like to say that we have a guise of free will. We have free will to a certain extent. Yes, I do believe that. You only really have control over your thoughts. Nobody else's thoughts. Nobody else's, actions, right? And you don't have control over somebody's actions. So you may be trying to prevent something that has already been divinely orchestrated or fated to happen. You may be trying to supersede the spiritual realm, the universe, trying to block something that has already been written in the stars, and the universe is coming through like, no, you can't do that. You could be cross-watching for a Capricorn person. You could be air cross-watching Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you're a Capricorn female in a third-party relationship with a air sign person, okay? Very interesting. Okay, so this is going to be extended. I don't know why I didn't say that in the beginning. I'm going to extend this reading, okay? And in the extended, we're going to look more into your partner's energy, of course. We're going to see how he feels or how she feels, what your partner thinks about the connection, what action they might take in the future as it pertains to this connection, because I do see a new romantic cycle begins. And we have the scales of justice, karma. Karma, contracts are being fulfilled, or karmically people are being removed out of your life, and someone is trying to block what is meant to happen, what's meant to be. How does that work, right? Either with your own stubbornness, your own fear of change, or this could be something external that's trying to prevent this new beginning from coming in. But we definitely see a time for healing. And what was clarifying it, I put this air energy there, but I'm going to put another clarifier on a time for healing, balsamic moon. I'm sorry, I don't really know what that means. I could look it up really quick. We have the tower, unexpected. I've heard of it. I just don't know off the top of my head what that means exactly and how that pertains to this particular energy. But because it's here, I do want to I want to look at that real quick just to kind of see if there's something I need to tell you in regards to that energy. So a balsamic moon it occurs when the moon is less than 45 degrees behind the natal sun. What does that mean? So it's about closing cycles with the balsamic moon. Balsamic moon means soothing and indicates the dark moon. Learn about this mystical birth moon and the quality it imbues people with. Just going to read it really quick, glance over it. Hope you don't mind. The dark moon is your power time when revelatory ideals or ideas come. Unlike those born after the new moon, you are gifted at reflecting. We did see reflecting. Look at the bottom. Reflecting on what's gone before. Thinking about the past, right? You could shine as a historical writer or an artist in any medium. You're not one to rush out into new challenges. Yeah, that is that caution that I picked up. But you still may accomplish a great deal from your protected private space. You are really like I said, protecting yourself. You're in a space of healing. You're in a space of letting something go. You have a vision for yourself, right? But you need to know that conclusions are within reach. A door is closing to the past. A door or a cycle that you've once experienced of suffering and pain, that's closing. And we have that your hard work is paying off. So this is inner work. That Pisces energy is the dark night of the soul energy. That is you going through a constant undoing and putting yourself back together. Undoing and being put back together, having to find all the pieces of you, having to call back your power and rebuild yourself, and every time you get stronger and stronger. But it says don't let pride get in your way. Okay? A time to give rather than to take. We got Virgo and Leo showing up. Very strong, because I did see Capricorn. Your hard work, new moon in Capricorn. Now, what's interesting is it says you need a lot of time alone to keep from being overwhelmed, to stay in sync with your own gifts of sight. End of a cycle. You're naturally drawn to mysteries, especially the ultimate mystery, death. Your life purpose is to tie up loose ends and create nutrient-rich environments for the new to germinate. And that is that new seed that came out with the Wheel of Fortune. So you're going to be in a space of healing, of transition into a new cycle. You need an ideal environment, which is the mental space. Your mental space has to be clear. You have to release the past, right? Through the experiences of the past, you have to look at what was learned, right? And you must integrate the lesson and release everything else, right? The experience that was unfavorable, dissatisfactory, painful, those things you don't attach to. Take the lesson, you learn, you live and you learn, right? And then you keep it moving into a new cycle. So what is being germinated is the new intentions planted for yourself, the new ideas, ideals, values, right? No longer being, I'm always going to be this rejected person, or I'm always going to get brokenhearted, or I'm always going to get the short end of the stick. I'm always meeting these narcissistic people. I'm always getting my heart broken. New intentions look like, right? Because we just had a new moon yesterday. I am loved. I am protected. I am worthy. I am good enough. I deserve better. And that is what you're shifting into. Now, as far as your person, there is going to be a severance or a closing of a chapter. Okay, but right now somebody is going through the dark night of the soul, right? Something feels very unreal here. It's shadowy. Something is very unknown here. Okay, it's almost like there's a lack of clarity because you're waiting to get clarity on a particular situation. And like I said, that shadowy energy could be interference, magically or otherwise, right? So it's very interesting. The balsamic moon phase can be associated with Neptune, the planet of imagination, dreams, and the loss of illusions or disillusionment. Okay. It's about initiation. So you're being initiated. Okay. Just as a shaman straddles two worlds, so do you. You may be drawn to the healing arts or feel very intuitive at this time, right? So something is emerging from this thing, this cycle you've been through, a better version of yourself, a more creative version, a new creation. Something's being birthed here that you are not even aware of. It's more than just being in a relationship and getting heartbroken, but what is being reborn after every death. It is a beautiful, I heard beautiful death. A beautiful tapestry is what I'm seeing of bits, different parts of you that are being woven together, right? The parts of you that you've kind of put back together, it's like different aspects of yourself, like a collage, right? Of different parts of you from the past that is integrating with the new version of yourself. And it's creating such a more colorful, more well-rounded expression of who you are. It is very beautiful. You have to see it in a very positive light because you're probably feeling like, nah, it's always been like this for me. I can't see anything else because I'm so used to experiencing all this darkness, right, around me in relation to how you perceive your relationships or love in general. But it says this is about an ending, okay? It's there in the womb, like darkness, that the new is birth. I really like that. And it's about initiating into new ways of being, new ways of thinking. You're not going to always be that third party person. You're not going to always be that person that's rejected or dejected or let down or disappointed or ignored or unappreciated or misunderstood. That's not your story anymore. you're creating a new narrative for yourself as you move into a new paradigm. Okay, so the old and new overlap as you resolve the past and wrap up relationships. You may have had a lot of brief ties with specific work to do before moving on. In other words, your relationships could be short. And that's been my experience with this moon phase, or that's been your experience. I'm just reading from somebody's article, but yeah, that's been your experience. All your relationships have just been short-lived. And this is not going to be for everybody, but for whoever this resonates with, you can definitely attest to this. It is about, she writes, and this is so perfect. She writes, in other words, your relationships could be short. And that's been my experience with this moon phase. Of course, other factors are in play, but the pattern is one of finishing old business and ships passing in the night. As the old is completed, you catch sight of the new. You may be a visionary seer that is a guide for others across the bridge. That's very, very valuable in a time of so much natural collapse, unveiling and revelation. You're a bit of an outside observer in that way, and yet you're tuned into the timeless currents as well. Very beautiful, beautifully written. So through this observation, right, all this reflecting, all this thinking about the past, thinking about where you've been, who you've been with, how you've experienced love, you're realizing that it's time for you to break free of the old, tie off the loose ends, you know. And I'm hearing a funeral, right? It's like throw a funeral, have a funeral to the old you, right? And have a party, celebrate, because you're walking into a new beginning. Now, as it relates to your person, let's get back to your person, right? It looks like something unexpected is coming through, like a big old tower. And I could be talking about your person going through this, and this is going to bring an epiphany. The truth about toxic patterns. Somebody is realizing the truth. Something is not for me anymore. Something has been very toxic. And although I've learned so much from it, it's time for me to move on from that particular pattern or cycle. And someone is going to, with this truth, right, this could actually be communication between you and your person, or this could just be information coming from the divine, and I'm seeing your ancestors, with truth through spiritually led messages, synchronicities and signs, numbers, angel numbers, etc. But once this truth comes in, you are able to sever. You are able to actually integrate the lesson learned. And as you integrate, or your person integrates the lesson, something is, finally released. Wow, that Neptune energy, finally released, purged, and you surrender to your purpose, not to memories and nostalgia. But this is definitely someone missing you, and they're surrendering, releasing something toxic, and it can be somebody third party, surrendering this belief that this is what I'm supposed to do, this is my life, right? I'm going to settle for this experience, right? Because I have created an illusion, or I'm delusional when it comes to relationships and the dynamics of relationships. My beliefs and my values have been very skewed, and now I see the truth. Now I see that, no, I don't have to live like this. I don't have to experience love like this, right? I can have better experiences, right? Someone is saying, I recognize how my illusions or these delusions have created fear-based thinking and thoughts that have limited me. That's what's being released, this fear. So if your person was fearful of going into a new cycle and settling to stay where they were at, it was because it just felt like it was just going to be the same old, same old. So I might as well stay here where it's safe and comfortable, where I know that this person ain't going to go nowhere, or things are more predictable, right? Moving into the unknown, it's scary because you really don't know how it might turn out. So your person is finally breaking free of this toxic thought process or pattern, and finally you or your person is gaining this strength because you're listening to your intuition. Wow, to overcome. Wow, very nice. So healing is going to take place. So there could be a little bit of a pause, though, before your person really comes towards you. There could be a separation, and then there's going to need to be a little bit of time in between for someone to really figure out what they want and to get this clarity, this truth. And as this truth comes in, someone realized, oh, you know, and some of that has to do with that prideful energy. You know what I'm saying? The prideful energy is just really not wanting to admit defeat. That could be what that prideful energy is. I'm also seeing that what's exposing this truth is cheating, some sort of cheating. And that third party does not have to be you. You may be a third party, but there could be somebody else that's being brought in to dismantle a foundation that is built on lies and falsity and superficiality and whatever else is keeping it together. Glue, staples. It's not sturdy anymore. It can't last. It just can't stand the test of time. The universe comes in with a powerful tower. Sometimes those towers look like third parties coming in to interfere, to create chaos and turmoil. Definitely, yeah. Somebody was in this energy of juggling, okay, hesitating, juggling two ideas, to people, to relationships. Someone had a lot on their plate. 9 of Pentacles. Someone's finances are a little bit up in the air as well. It could be because, you know, this could be the main reason why this person kept hesitating. You know, not sure. I'm not sure if I leave. Remember in the beginning I talked about finances. Someone's like, I'm not sure if this financially would make sense for me. Now, as it relates to love, the Two of Swords for me is, you know, being at an emotional crossroads, blocking out a new opportunity and refusing to see what's right before you, creating the inability to move, a stagnation. But we have a contract, we have the inner child, and we have twin flames. So the decision has to do with some sort of contract, but I feel like Saturn, you know, has beaten your ass. This is your ruler, this is daddy. Daddy's done spanked you. Daddy brought in a lot of lessons to help to build up a stronger foundation within self. You know, seeing your worth and seeing your value as well. This is removing yourself from something that's very codependent. Or some sort of codependency, yeah. And forcing you to take the new values and belief you have learned about love and to integrate it. I think before you weren't able to see the truth because you were so attached to the illusions before, or this person was, that they had to do it a certain way. They had to be in a certain relationship, or, you know, it's almost like justifying why they keep making these same mistakes or why they keep failing at something. Justification. But with this Jupiter card showing here, there has been expansion of thought. That's what this purple is about. Because this person is, you know, part of this process is to heal this person. To heal the sickness of believing the lies that they tell themselves, right? We all do it. You know, we all tell ourselves lies, and we start to believe it after a certain amount of time, after hearing it so much. We have a twin flame union here. But this is about the union within self, the masculine and feminine within self. Capricorn, okay, or Taurus or Virgo. We definitely have a new beginning here. Somebody is regretting rejecting you. Okay, someone is definitely regretting that they reject you in the past. They're feeling very lost without you. But they are in this energy of doubting that you will accept their offer. So they're stuck, juggling. Do I bring this offer to her? Or do I not? Is she going to take me back? Or is he going to take me back? The goal here is to do what's right. A decision needs to be made. Someone has to come out their comfort zone. I feel like this is saying that someone will, okay, which is your person. Because they're going to have no choice but to, let go of the past. Okay? They're just going to have to. Or there's always a consequence to every decision. If they don't allow themselves to grow, or, if they don't learn the lesson and detach from these illusions, they're going to stay stuck. Reliving the past over and over and over again. So the key here is for someone who's being pushed in the direction to follow their cosmic purpose, to follow their heart. So what the universe is trying to do is to get this person out of these negative thought patterns, right? Break free of this Neptunian energy, break free of being in this shadowy energy of undoing. Okay, so let me get some cards to talk about your person. We're going to extend this. Definitely for, as far as what I see surface level is, cheating. Okay. Someone gets caught cheating. And it forces them to break free of this imaginary bubble that they keep themselves in. They can't be oblivious to it anymore. It's in their face. It's in a way, it's being put in their face in a way where they can't avoid it. The universe is not allowing this person to sidestep and be like, it looks like this, but it might be this. No, there's no way you can be in denial here. What would you like to say to the person watching? I don't react when people mention you. Yeah, they're not trying, they're poker face right now. Hiding. That's what that moon, hiding their feelings, hiding behind their comfort zone, behind their illusions. I left before you could leave me because of the fear. It was my fault, but I blame you. Illusion, blaming everybody else for their problem. It's everybody else's fault. It's not me. It's you. I don't got a problem. You got a problem. Right? Every time someone challenges their beliefs, these illusions, they view the other person as the enemy. They run or they sabotage. One more card. But they do love you. And they do want to be more than friends. But let's see how this unfolds, because this is very deep. They're attracted to you. There we go. I knew this was going to come. I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. Yeah, you came in like a whirlwind. Like you came in and both of you guys were going through the same transformative process of undoing yourself, undoing what you once settled for as far as how you are showing up in your life, right? What you think you deserve versus what you think you don't deserve. There's real clarity coming through with this situation, but we did see that there will be a resolution. Let's get a final message from your person before I move into the extended. If this resonated, please leave me a comment. Let me know how it resonated for you. If you would like to purchase the extended, it's only $5.55 on my website to rent the extended. If you want to gain access to all the extended videos plus all my content on Patreon, it's only $15. All the links are listed in my description box. Expect powerful change. I love it. Partial lunar eclipse at the end of the month, November 30th or 31st. And believe in the impossible, blue moon. Wow. So we did have a blue moon October 31st. That was the portal. And you are going to see a big change by the end of the month here. Very interesting. Something very fated. Partial lunar eclipse are fated. They bring in fated soulmates, fated events. Something is fated to happen. And if there was any, illusions being made to confuse someone from, or to prevent something that was already fated to happen. And like I said, these illusions could be a third party creating, meddling, or blocking. That's being removed. Because like I said, the universe is going to supersede that. All right. And then we have time to take time to breathe out. Yeah. Relax. Okay. Relax. All right, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for an extended preview. I love y'all, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Your person was really confused. They didn't know. They had too many options. They didn't know which was right, who really want them, who really loved them, who would really be there for them. They had a lot of energy. And I think this person has been with a lot of people energetically, physically, and intimately. And sometimes you kind of take on some of these other people's energies and karmas. This person had a lot of undoing, right? They had to undo a lot. You know, their perception or one of the illusions or delusionment is, if I leave them first, they can't hurt me. I have the upper hand. I am in control. Secretly, they were afraid of coming out of the comfort zone of being who they are, because it would be devastated for them to have to admit to the truth that I was wrong. The way I lived my life, the way I interacted with people, the way I treated you, it would shatter the illusion, because they would have to admit to defeat, and they would have to admit that they are wrong. They have convinced themselves that it was everybody else but them. Everybody else is the aggressor, the antagonist, and I'm the victim. Them having to face themselves would require them to be honest and to tell the truth, which could be very embarrassing to this person, right? Accept the truth, that maybe accepting the truth means that they would have to accept the ugly parts of themselves that they don't like, the parts of themselves that they detest in other people. You're dealing with an Aries, Sag, or Leo, okay? Someone with Libra or Capricorn in their chart. You definitely have a win-win outcome and an end of difficulty. Even if this means someone completely new. People dealing with Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Higher self is asking you not to miss an opportunity here. There's some sort of gift. Seeing you as their happiness. Wanting to come in with this apology, but they're thinking about it first. People dealing with air, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. This could be your justice. Yeah, this is your justice. If you did find somebody new, that's your karmic justice. It was their karma to lose you. So if you have already met somebody new, that's going to lead to a commitment, and that could be this person's karma to lose you. Okay, or there will be a reconciliation with this person, and it will lead to wish fulfillment.